Okay, now today we're looking at the Atari Lynx. This was the first colour handheld console ever. It came out in 1989. This particular version of it is actually the Lynx 2. It came out in 91. Completely compatible. The only difference is they made it a bit smaller. Can you believe? I mean, let's just have a look at this. Okay, just for comparison, here's the size of the thing in relation to a Boo Radley CD. So, yeah, good double the length, so 24 centimetres. Other improvements they made, the battery lasts a bit longer apparently, not sure about that, and also the backlight can be turned off. Yeah, rather than just pausing the game, you can clear the screen completely. Which reduces the power consumption significantly. Okay, so let's just have a look around this baby. You've got separate on and off buttons here, which is perhaps a tad unconventional. Familiar D-pad there, two fire buttons, and this is a sort of a weird combination arrangement here. This button alone will pause it, and either of these have differing functions depending on the particular game. But you press these two together to restart the game. But most interestingly of all, if you press these two together, it will actually flip the screen upside down. So if you're left-handed, this is supposedly a more natural position for left-handers. I can't vouch for that myself. I have no idea. Okay, let's have a look around the top side. Brightness control here, AC power adapter input here. I don't have one of those. I find back in the day that was an issue. The battery life of the thing, it was only 5 hours or so, but now that nickel metal hard drive batteries are so widely available and so cheap, I don't think that's a major concern. We'll skip past that one for me because that deserves special attention. Headphone socket, volume control. If we look at the back of the thing, cartridges slot in there. I'll just show you what a cartridge looks like. Majority of them look like this, quite similar to the PC Engine Hue cards or the Sega Master System cards, if that means anything to you. You don't really see anything remotely like this these days. So they just slide in like that and just pull out like that. Okay, the underside battery compartment is here. So let's just go back to this one in the middle. Oops, sorry, I just nudged that there. Let's just go back to the middle socket here. This is actually the Comlinks input, which apparently allows you to connect up to 17 other Lynxes. I never saw a game that's actually supported more than, I think it was 8 players. So that may have been a theoretical limit. Anyway, if you know 18 people with Lynxes, let alone 18 people with a copy of the same game, then I suppose you had it made. It's actually a Lynx user group. It was allied to an office supply store, if you can believe that. But it was certainly a good idea. I mean, it was an opportunity for Lynx players to meet up. And of course, being a stockist for Lynx games, having the games themselves was never a problem. I wasn't a member, but I knew a friend of a friend who was. Yeah, it was a good idea, but I remember it was the only place in town that actually had a Lynx demo operating. I used to cross town just to play it back in the day. Yes, I was keen in those days. Alright, so enough of me. Let's fire up this thing and let's see what it can do. So, this is my game box here. Just using a lunch container for now until I can find something a bit more suitable. So, let's see what we've got. Okay, we'll give Blue Lightning a try first. Now, I just need to get this angle correct. Unfortunately, the optimum angle for filming this is not the same as my optimum angle for viewing it, so just have to bear with me. I'm not this bad at the game, so I just can't see the screen properly. There we are, that's about right. Now, one thing you'll notice is the its ability to scale and rotate objects. This is something that back in the day no other console could do, either a portable or a home console. So it really was unprecedented and well ahead of its time. So, start her up. Now, it's probably quite obvious what game this was inspired by. So as you can probably tell, not a great deal of depth to this game, which unfortunately was a bit of a theme with Lynx games. Not a great deal of depth, but technically very impressive. Anyway, yep, so that's Blue Lightning. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, this is a copy of Todd's Adventures in Slime World, a sort of platformy, explorer type game. It actually also appeared on the Mega Drive. I don't know if it was on any other platform, don't remember. Now, one thing I will say, this game probably isn't a particularly good example, but you do get impressive audio in quite a few Lynx games. But unfortunately, the built-in speaker just does not do it justice. You're probably hearing a bit of a tinny cacophony at the moment, which is a shame. I had actually intended to record the audio separately to give you a better idea of what it sounded like, but just realised I don't have the necessary cable, so I just have to make do as it is. Anyway, this is a game that's got a focus on exploring. You can play up to 8 players at once through the comlinks, which would have been fun. So yeah, similarities, I suppose, to Metroid on the NES, which is another game I played quite a bit of back in the day. So I don't even know how to get out of this situation. I think it's... Oh no, I survived that.